Hello and welcome back. Today is Sunday, March 16th. I have your three best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. We get a nice, beautiful 8-game NBA slate. Primetime matchup galore today. 3 primetime games, and all 3 of them, I'm going to be honest, I think there will be really, really good games here overall. 3 primetime games here today. Happy Stone Cold Steve Austin Day. Happy 316 Day. I have survived the Chicago Green River. The river's green, if you didn't know. I confirmed it in person. It's green. I got you guys. I know you guys were all worried about that yesterday, but Green River, Chicago's back, and then we're getting this cold-ass motherfucking day today. But 8-game NBA slate. We get Orlando versus Cleveland to start us off today. Going to be a fun primetime matchup. 10-point favorite for Cleveland here. Low over under 219, but I think this game's going to be close as a rematch of the first round 7-game series last year in the playoffs, so I'm excited for that matchup. Then we get Luka versus the Suns, Lakers edition this time, so excited to watch the Devin Booker, Luka Doncic battle that they normally do. Just wish LeBron James was playing for the LeBron KD aspect as well, but beggars can't be choosers with everything there. And then the late primetime game on ESPN, OKC Milwaukee, the rematch of the first NBA Cup. Is that right? I'm not going off my head. I think that was the game. Or no, was that the Lakers? No, it was Pacers, right? No. OKC matchup, or did they play? I'm spacing out. Let me know down below if I'm completely wrong on that one, but that's going to be a great game. Giannis versus SGA on primetime. Other games in between there, we get Charlotte versus the Clippers. Clippers are a 12-point favorite on the Raw at home here. Surprisingly, they finished their road stint. I bet all those ladies out east love James Harden in every single show that he was a part of. We get Utah versus Minnesota, another big spread, 13-point favorite. Toronto, Portland, that's a tank commander game. That's an ultimate tank off game. 6-point favorite. That's gonna be a pretty good game overall. And Atlanta, Brooklyn, another tank commanding game overall. And then Philly, Dallas. That game is a fugazi. It's in the earliest tip. I think it's at 12 o'clock with the Orlando Cleveland matchup. But that game is a fugazi to me. It does not exist in my head. Both of those teams are just tanking off. But I got 3 plays here that I absolutely love. And before we jump into today's plays, we got to recap yesterday's action and yesterday in the NBA. And I'm going 2-1 in best bets yesterday. Hey, battling back after some pretty horrible days on the week. It was nice to get 2 to go green on the St. Patrick's Day green day for us. Joshua Ortiz with the cat, points, rebounds in the comment section. Sweat free. I appreciate you, man. Sweat free. That was awesome as well. Curry, 25 plus points. He had a great game overall. He always dominates when he plays the Knicks. Great matchup, too, in that game, so it was just all signs pointing that. Jalen Green, he had a great matchup against the Bulls. And then Brook Lopez, you motherfucker. The one time I take your over when you're consistent against the Pacers and you hit the under with just 10 points. Hate that. I see you're playing out back-to-back today, and I'm staying away and watch you just go crazy against OKC just to spite me this afternoon. But I got that was yesterday. 3 new plays here that I absolutely love. And let's just jump into it. For my first play of the day, going to be in this Orlando-Cleveland matchup here. And Paolo Banchero has steadily been balling out against this Cleveland Cavs team. And I'm going to ride it here today. So give me Paolo Banchero to get 25-plus points coming at minus 130 on FanDuel. He has a great matchup here. Cleveland allowing the 3rd most points to the power forward position here. So great overall matchup here for Paolo, where he's taking advantage of this for his last 4 games, averaging 32.5 points per game against Cleveland. With the last 4, him having 39, 27, 38, and then he had 26 in his most recent matchup. So great history of getting the overall. Cleveland, these last 15 games, allowed the most points to the power forward position. And then Cleveland, these last 7 games, allowed the 3rd most points to the power forward position. So it's an overall great spot here for Paolo, and he's been on fire. He's got this over 4 for his last 5 overall, averaging 30.2 points per game. Been a beast. Last 4 games overall, he's been balling out. 29, 25, 34, and then he just had 43 points in his most recent matchup. Overall, great. He's on fire, and he has a great matchup here coming into the matchup. Last 10 games, averaging 19 field goal attempts per game, so plenty of volume here overall for Paolo Banchero in a matchup where he should dominate here, where Cleveland has given up some big games to the power forward position in the past. Brandon Clark had 13. Jalen Wilson had 9. Zaire Williamson, 14. Giannis, 30. Miles Bridges had a career-high 46. Buzelis Ball, 17. JT, 46. Paolo, 26, and then Triple J had 22 in his matchup. I have him projected at 30-plus points here, so we get like 5-point cushion here. I think Paolo's going to be balling out here early on prime time, so give me Paolo Banchero to score 25-plus points coming in at minus 130 on FanDuel. Jumping into the second play of the day on the second primetime game on the Phoenix-Lakers matchup here. I saw this number. I was going through this game a lot, going through a bunch of other plays, and then as I do, I jump over from book to book just to see what the number is. I mostly try to keep my plays between FanDuel, DraftKings, and ESPNBet because those are the three I have on my phone. I bump it around, and notice on ESPNBet, this number is a little too low than other ones, and I think it's a great spot here for Kevin Durant. Give me Kevin Durant, just go, I don't know why I stuttered. Just pause there completely. Give me Kevin Durant to go over 24.5 points. Yeah, ESPNBet, the fuck are you doing? ESPNBet at minus 120. And make sure while you're there to grab the $5 free play that you're getting offered. Not an ad, they just offer it for free, and I took advantage of it too. The Lakers, he's a great spot, Kevin Durant. I know, maybe a lot of talking there, maybe you forget the play. It was Kevin Durant over 24.5 points. It's probably on your screen here, probably Kevin Durant on my left or right here with the nice little bucket or him being really mean in the graphic. But Lakers allow the 7th most points and the 7th most threes to the power forward position these last 7 games here. So Science 777, that's a jackpot in my head overall. He's got this over 2 for his last 3 against the Lakers overall. That's completely wrong. I should update that for the graphic. I did not update. That's yesterday's player. 67% hit rate versus the Lakers going back to 2022, averaging 29 points per game. His last 3 against the Lakers, there I am. Last 3 against the Lakers, 30, and then he had 23 in the most recent matchup this season. So he's gotten this over 2 for his last 3 against the Lakers so far this season. Good consistency, 61% hit rate overall in the season, averaging 26.1 points, 26.1 points per game. He's gone in this matchup with 2 straight unders. Today, he's going to get that over for us here today. He's playing the Lakers. He's balled out in Staples Centers here overall. Last 5 games in Staples Center, he scored 31, 39, 31, 18, and then he had 30 against them the last 5 times in Staples Center. He always balls out there in Staples Center overall. And power forwards have had big games against these Lakers the last 10 games. We had Aaron Gordon had 17, Noah Clowney had 19, Jason Tatum had 40, OG Anunoby had 20, Kelly Olynyk, yes, Kelly Olynyk, the Gonzaga guy, he got his over. And then Kawhi Leonard had 33 points on them. I have him projected at 26-plus points in this matchup here overall. I think ESPNBet, this number is way lower than other books here, so I think it's a great spot here overall for us. We could take advantage of it. Lakers allowing the 7th most points, 7th most threes to the power forward position these last 7 games. 2 for his last 3 against the Lakers overall this season with 2 30-point games in there. It's a little lower than most books, so give me Kevin Durant to go over 24.5 points coming in at minus 120 on ESPNBet. And yes, make sure to grab that $5 free bet. That's not an ad, but it's there. Five free dollars. They don't often give us free money, man, so might as well take advantage of it and jump into my third and final play of the day. All primetime matchups here on the OKC-Milwaukee game. They're all going to be on primetime. We're all going to be watching. We're going to be all looking at the brackets posted, and then we're going to be watching Giannis Antetokounmpo to go crazy. Yeah, I said that right. Feels good to finally get his name right after all these years of saying it completely wrong. So give me Giannis Antetokounmpo to go over 28.5 points coming in at minus 125 on DraftKings. 68% hit rate at home for Giannis this season, averaging 32.2 points per game. He's a better home player than he is on the road, and he's gotten this over 3 for his last 5 overall, averaging 28.8 points per game. And you might be like, oh, he's on a back-to-back. He might not be that good. 70% hit rate on back-to-backs this season. The Greek Freak gets freaky on back-to-backs. He's had some great games. His 59-point game was on a back-to-back. His 39-point game against Portland just earlier this year was on a back-to-back. Dominating performances on back-to-backs. We need another one here from you overall. 2 for his last 4 versus OKC. One of the games where he had 21 points was back in 2021. He had a 39-point game, which was in 2022. And then in the most 2 recent games, he had 30 and 26 points overall. The 26-point game, that game was a really low-scoring game if you look at it. It's 231 over-under in that. They scored under 200 in that game. So that game was overall close spread. Overall, OKC's a 4-point favorite here. This game is going to be a ton of fun overall. SGA versus Giannis. I'm going to be backing Giannis here. He's at home. 4 for his last 5 home games, averaging 31.4 points per game. Power forwards bring that Thunder to the OKC. See what I did there? Power forwards bringing the Thunder to the OKC with Tobias Harris. Yes, Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler. Tobias Harris had 18. Jason Tatum, 33. Brandon Clark had 13. Harrison Barnes had 15. Jeremy Jeremy score a lot of points, 17. George Niang, love that guy, 14. And Zaire Williamson, said his name a lot today. He had 18 plus points here overall. On a back-to-back, I'm not worried. I have Giannis projected at 30 plus points, so we get a nice 1.5 cushion. We need a dominant performance here, Giannis, from you, in a great matchup potential. Nah, I don't believe in the Bucks this year. Maybe not a finals. They get to watch the finals OKC team come in. Maybe not the Bucks. Watch me just eat my words completely there. Yeah, if you're a Bucks fan, you can clip this and save this forever, since I just said you guys probably won't win the championship here overall. 61% hit rate versus Western Conference teams, averaging 30.1. 68% hit rate at home this season. 70% hit rate on back-to-backs. Give me Giannis Antetokounmpo to go over 28.5 points. And those are my 3 best bets for you on this National Power Forwards Day. For me, I'm just claiming it since all these plays are power forwards. We're going with Giannis over 28.5 on DraftKings. Kevin Durant over 24.5 on ESPNBET. Again, make sure to grab your $5 free. ESPN, before they go out of business on this app, you might as well take their money. And then Paolo Banchero, 25 plus points as well. So a National Power Forward Day here for us overall. 3 plays here overall. Let me know down below, what's your favorite play in the NBA? I love tailing you guys in the comment section. If you see Joshua Ortiz in the comment section, I trust what he puts down as well overall. 3 plays here. While you're down there, leave a like and subscribe. I truly appreciate the support getting from this page as always. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one. And cut. Maybe, was that good? I don't know. Let me know if that was good. All right. See you guys.